RGV Raptor. They have a Jeep they're going to be working on. Came over to give them a hand. Brought over a welder just to kind of help them out. I know they don't have one, so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of welding. I'm going to try and teach you guys here a little bit about welding. So let me show you guys. We already started on the Jeeps, taking it apart. So let me show you. Well, guys, this is a Jeep in question. We already removed fender flares and little stuff like that. Rack is already off. It's over here on the ground, and guys are still working on it. So yeah, we still got quite a bit of work to do. We still got to sand it down quite a bit, and I'm going to be working on these fenders over here. As you can see, this one has been smashed. It's actually split open, so I'm not going to remove it. I'm just going to kind of use a hammer and dolly, loosen the bottom, pull it out, use hammer and dolly to kind of straighten this a bit, and get a couple of tack welds on this to make it, get it firm, and then just fill in. And then of course we got to finish off with Bondo. It's going to be a real thin cut, but yeah. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and straighten out a little bit of the door, so it'll make it easier for these guys to kind of just flatten it out. So let me go ahead and get started, guys. So you can see there, Capu there is removing some of the light bar wiring harness, stuff like that. So he's a little busy. We won't bother him. And there's the other fender. It's got a small little little dent on there. It's a little loose. So get this straightened out and just weld the little corner here to give it a little bit of a firmness or sturdiness before we patch it up with Bondo. Get it back open. We got to get that little bend on there, dude. For that one, shoot. Now, flatten these out. Huh? That way, less fillers, dude. I'm recording a little bit of you guys taking parts off, dude.
See, that was good. There's no more paint, so the body fluid is gonna stick, and that's it. Right. So let's go get the body fluid. Yeah.
Well, guys, it's a little noisy, but there it goes. We're just experimenting with that blue stripe. See, we want to get that black, so I think we're going to go for it. And we're getting ready to weld that fender. It had a long crease on it, so we're trying to weld it together and see if we can get it nice. No tenga miedo, you do it. If it catches, just hit the trigger and pull back.
¿Cómo le hago para cortarle?
To break that off, put it on the lamina and just hit the trigger.
Like,
Yeah,
like this or?
yeah. Now fill in the little gap. If it's all bulky, don't worry about it. We're gonna grind it anyway. Don't put it straight. Hold it at an angle. More angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a little dots. Put a little dots. Don't worry about it's burning, but it's just a tape.
It gets dark. I don't know how to.
No, try it, try it. Put a little dots. Put a little dot. You got it, you got it, you got it. The only thing you want to try and get is make sure that the lamina on both sides turns red. That way it sticks. Because if you're only sticking it to one side, suppose it's only stuck on one side. Break it. Under there. It works better without the helmet here. Take the helmet off, you can see better.
No, güey.
Déjale un pedacito cafú nomás así
Oh, yeah,
donde falta.
there's still little spots.
Just show him where the spots are, the ones that are missing, so that he can go ahead and fill them in. You can see straight through the glass, dude.
Or just like these little up in there. You see all those little holes right there? Oh yeah, up in
You,
there.
you gotta weld up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
up in.
the gun pointing up.
And you just press it and then you're not gonna see shit.
Put a dots. Put a dots.
Just press
Hit
it and
again.
pull.
Hit it again.
Press it and pull.
It comes off.
Right, too far.
That's too long of a wire. You gotta keep the wire shorter.
Okay.
Mira. Okay, on that one, to break it off, put the wire there, and you hit it. Y se hace más chiquita. Don't keep the gun too far away. Keep it más o menos like an inch and a quarter away from the work area. In other words, ahí make the wire touch. When you hit it, that wire is gonna melt. And just keep it más o menos that distance. Don't go long. Keep it más o menos right there, and you don't pull back. You don't pull back. The wire's gonna melt, and you can keep it there close.
Okay.
All right. Well, so far, guys have actually patched up a couple of the dents. I'm not saying they're done, but they already started. A couple of patches. You got a couple of little imperfections that they're going to fix. And so far, I mean, so far so good. I mean, this fender was all cracked, broken in pieces, and now we got this somewhat welded and covered up with Bondo. All we got to do is sand it down and get the shape of it. And well, guys are working on the other side. The trunk itself, or the back lid, was okay, and this side had a couple little
Wait, wasn't that the
imperfections.
same day that we turned in the truck?
And
And then he told us about your truck, so
Yeah, so we're like, alright.
yeah.
And then now he's like,
There's
oh,
that
I'm
one,
like,
guys.
nigga, chill.
yeah, that's a lot of work.
Like, come on, Lisa.
So, alright. So we'll just be back tomorrow and see how much we can get done tomorrow. And I'll keep you guys updated. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.